I'm going to have to speak my truth, but I'm also going to protect you. So if I got to look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm going to do it. Y'all. So, and that wasn't the case. But I wanted him to be okay. Now, also in that moment, two things. As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag. And what that is for me is, I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road. And in that moment, because I felt so bad that he was in this situation, I decided I'm gonna love you, Will, and I'm gonna leave myself at the side of the road. And I wouldn't have known that that was an aspect that I needed to heal if it hadn't been for my kids, my mother, my friends were so hurt that I had done that to myself.
Yeah, because they actually asked you afterwards. Now, mind you, smart businesswoman, they own their content. She could have killed it.
Yeah.
She could have said, "Oh, heck no, this didn't work as planned."
Yeah.
But you did it anyway.
Yeah, my manager, Miguel, Ellen Rakuten, who's the producer, they begged me. My PR, my Karen Sensor, they all begged me. They were like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And two things, I was like, I needed people to know. First, I wasn't going to be emotionally blackmailed.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, hold up.
No.
I'm going to put myself out there. You ain't got the period. And on top of it, I want Will out. I don't want him part of this. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm the worst. Great. Let's be done with it.
Right.
Like, well, I'm going to have to speak my truth.
Okay. So this is going to be a deep dive. I am so tired of the Jada hate. I'm tired of the Jada and Will relationship hate. I'm tired of the Will hate. I'm tired of all of it. I am tired of y'all being slow, basic, not having any critical thinking skills, not caring about the needs of the wife and the woman, completely getting selectively deaf on the whole thing. We finna get ready to ruffle some feathers up in here. All right. So what I actually want to do before we even get into everything that I want to say is we're going to actually watch and listen to what she actually said on Red Table Talk whenever she addressed August Alsina for coming out and spilling the damn beans about what they had going on. I am not fixing to say what's going to make y'all comfortable. That ain't never been my style, but we're going to get into it. Let me see.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
So listen to the part where he says, I was done with you, which means we weren't really together. Let's look at
from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You
Yeah,
know?
no, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing
Okay, so, woo, damn it, fucking fruit flies. Ain't no fruit in this motherfucker. So, where are we getting the idea that she cheated? Let's define cheating. Cheating is when you are in a relationship with someone, you both have given the promise of monogamy, and one person lies and sneaks around and cheated. So another thing that really bothers me about y'all idiots is that y'all don't read. Y'all did not read either one of the books. If you read both of the books, it is very clear. Will knew about everything that was going on with her and her other partners, and she knew everything that was going on about him and his other partners. Jada has also said that they were never in an open relationship because whenever they had other partners, they were living separate lives. I still think it's a form of polyamory, but whatever. We're gonna go with her words. So the first question I have, and it's an open book test. Based on what you just heard, where does she become the cheater? Cheating means dishonesty. Cheating means lying. If you read the book, both of their books, neither one of them lied to each other about anything. How is she a cheater? So I don't even know why she's saying that she made herself look like the adulterous wife. I actually listened with my ears open, not with my misogynistic, I don't care about women's needs ears that y'all listen from. I listened objectively and with my ears open. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, they were separated. So what? She didn't do anything wrong. And he knew about it. He supported it. August said he knew about it. And I believe August because I read the book. They were very clear on what each other was doing. I'm painting this picture so I want y'all to help me to understand why y'all got this idea of her late night creeping, acting like it's just you and me when it's not. We're going to unpack this. We're really going to unpack it.
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let's talk about that for a second. Y'all really don't like that part either. Y'all think a wife, even before she's a wife, that she belongs to a man. So I love that she said the only person that can give me permission to get my needs met when I'm not getting them met from my husband is me. I didn't really need nor ask for, nor did Will give me his permission to go and have another relationship because Will didn't get my permission when he's going out and doing the same thing. Y'all are fucking fools if y'all think that they were separated, separate lives, and Will just over here reading the word and not getting no pussy. Wake up. So that's why she's saying I didn't need your permission. I'm an autonomous person. Y'all don't like autonomous women. Y'all only like autonomous men. Y'all only like autonomous men, and y'all barely like them, but y'all like them a lot more than y'all do a woman. So so it's so many reasons why y'all can't stand Jada. This goes for men and women. Y'all don't like an autonomous woman who gets her needs met without the permission of a man, even if that's her husband. We're going to dig deeper into it in a second. Let's keep watching.
But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
Okay, can we say it again? Separated amicably. How do you cheat if you're separated, if y'all have agreed to live separate lives for this stage in your marriage? How is that cheating? How is that dishonest? How is that unfaithful? How is that disingenuous? How is that lacking integrity? How is that wrong when Will is doing the same thing? Are y'all that naive to think that Will ain't doing nothing? Oh, actually, you're not naive. You understand and accept that Will is out to do what he need to do. You just don't like women doing the same thing. This is misogyny and patriarchy at its finest. And we're going to roll it back to why letting the narrative spread that she is the cheater made Will look better. We're going to get all into it. But we have got to look at this with eyes that are looking at the truth. And I bet you I'm still going to get dumbass comments. She's still a cheater. She's still a slut. You are just lost in the sauce. And I hope that the sauce gets into your eyes with a lot of Tabasco and lemon juice. Let's keep going.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think so. I mean, because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to.
All right. Not a homewrecker. That means it was no dishonesty. August said he knew in permission. They had a conversation. Hey, I'm about to start fucking him. Will was cool with it because he had his other situations. They just didn't come and tell every fucking body. No, I don't know if he got NDAs or what, but nobody has come and said, I've been bending over for Will. So if the man and the woman in question, Will included, are saying August is not a homewrecker, August didn't, so that means if there's no homewrecker, then that means that Jada didn't cheat. I'm just so confused about how y'all can't listen and y'all are deaf, dumb, and blind. I'm going to start calling y'all CJs. Y'all are the Krishan Juniors of the world. Y'all are stupid. Well, I'm not going to say that about the baby. But y'all have the same mental problems he does. Your motor skills ain't really working right. So where are we getting this idea? Based on what you've heard that Will is some kind of victim that was cheated on. How do you get that from this conversation? Because y'all heard Jada is married and had sex with somebody else, and you throw everything else to the wind. Y'all just forget everything else. It's so much more we need to talk about. Let's keep watching.
To the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So,
Okay.
you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good.
Okay, let's talk about that. I'm going to get emotional, not crying, but I'm going to get very passionate here. What about that is something y'all can't relate to? The reason why we do or don't do anything is because we want to feel good, right? We want to feel good. It's very simple. So she laid it out. Her and her husband going through stuff. If you read her book, she breaks it down. She has also been very clear that she's dealt with mental health issues and suicide ideology and all that stuff. And she has an opportunity to feel good with integrity. She's separated. Here is a man. It started off one way, and now we're ending into a relationship, a sexual relationship, and that feels good. She feels desired again. Let's just try to empathize for a fucking second instead of being in your misogynistic, religious, woman-hating, monogamous culture bullshit, and just listen human to human. You haven't felt good. You haven't felt loved and desired and wanted for whatever. We're not blaming Will for it. We're just speaking what it is. She hadn't felt happy, good, desired, loved, safe maybe for a long time. You end up dating someone or, you end up helping someone and it ends up turning into something more. Have you not ever been in a situation where you haven't felt good and you met someone that could make you feel good and safe? You're trying to tell me you've never experienced that? Yes, you have. Stop acting stupid and self-fucking righteous. And she wanted to feel good. Test. Why don't y'all care about a woman's well-being and her happiness and her orgasms and her fulfillment? Why do y'all not care about that? Y'all don't care about how women feel. Y'all are sucked into this fairy tale of, oh, because I have a husband, and oh, because I have a boyfriend, or I have kids, or I have a career, I'm happy. You're not happy, and you have those things. So why do y'all think celebrities or any other woman who goes out and gets her needs met is the devil somehow? You can understand when men do it. Because y'all have this dumb belief that men are somehow naturally non-monogamous. Men have these extra set of needs that women just don't have. And so therefore, when he goes to get them met, it's not that big of a deal. But when a woman goes and get her needs met because she wants to feel good, y'all can't understand any goddamn thing. What is that not to empathize about? You should immediately empathize. Plenty of married women do this. They cheat and go around it. But right now, she did this with integrity. We've established that Will knew about it, that he supported it. We've established that Will, read between the fucking lines, Will was getting his needs met. He wasn't trying to heal by himself, but y'all think women just got to heal by themselves. Dick and sex and touch and orgasm helps with the healing. So why can't she get that kind of healing and Will can? Y'all think women just need to sit and just be sexless and touchless while men go out and do whatever the fuck they want? Y'all really feel like that? What kind of brain do y'all have where you're not listening? Why is Jada unworthy of getting the same type of vibrational boost, good feeling, endorphins, dopamine that he's getting? Will went and did ayahuasca. I love them both equally. That he did the work, ayahuasca, whatever. But he also got him some pussy and some estrogen. Why can't Jada get the meditation and healing therapy and some dick too? I don't care how they met. Y'all try to pervert everything. There was the son's friend. The son was of age and wanted the pussy too. Moving right the fuck along. We don't care how they met. Who cares how they met? Y'all always trying to paint a nigga as a victim when it's fucking convenient. August wasn't no fucking victim. And Jada ain't no goddamn predator. We all have been in situations where a relationship started one way, then ended up sexual. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Maybe it did start off as helping him with his health, and then next thing you know, somebody's bent over. They created a bond. It happens. Why do y'all act like y'all don't understand ABC 1, 2, 3, except for when it's convenient? Why? We all understand the benefits of being touched and kissed. We all understand how hard it is to be touch deprived. I've been there. It sucks. And if I meet a man that can give me that safety, give me that testosterone, I'm gonna do it. Especially if I'm separated from my husband and he's out doing it. Neither one of these people are wrong. Y'all have just made Will to be some bitch when really he's a supportive ass husband who loves his wife enough to allow her the freedom from the shackles of misogyny, toxic patriarchy, and monogamous culture. He loves her enough to allow her to get some relief when he knew that he was not in the position to give it to her due to what they were going through. That is unconditional love. That is support. That is something that is enviable because so many men are too fucking weak to allow it. You are willing to be okay with her suffering while you get your needs met. That's why I can't stand you weak bitches who think you want to be the only one who has a variety of women while the women sit there and wait on you. You are sick in the head, and that is a form of abuse because you are using the societal norms to justify being a bitch. Is not doing that. Will supported his wife getting her needs met. Will was cool with it. And you can't see it because you like women being sexless, touchless, without their needs met. You are comfortable in that. And any woman who autonomously decides to get her needs met while still being married and getting support from her husband, you just can't believe it. But somehow y'all always cheat on y'all motherfucking husbands. And everybody cheats. But you can't understand support. Y'all are brain dead. I feel like I live in a world with a bunch of idiots. And I do. Because this is ABC 1, 2, 3 for me. Y'all just seem to be able to empathize with everyone but the fucking woman. And you shaming Will as if he's done anything wrong. He ain't done nothing wrong. Neither one have done nothing wrong. I may have been married for 30 years straight or 20 years straight, but I listen to those who have. And this thing that they went through happens in long-term marriages all the time. They are deciding to stay married and to love each other unconditionally through all of the phases of their relationship, even the phases where they're not romantic, they're not feeling sexual, and they're living separate lives. That is relationship goals. This conditional love shit that y'all be doing based on a very fragile, fucked up, monogamous culture system is not working, but y'all are too blind and ignorant and closed-minded and stupid to see it. Let's keep watching. God damn, y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. This is easy to fucking understand. Just give a fuck about women and how they feel for a second. And get your head out of men's asses for a second and listen.
And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And y'all say accountability. That's fucking accountability. That sometimes y'all don't understand the definition of that is accountability. That is what that is. But y'all can't relate to anything. Oh, fuck all that deep stuff. She still fucked another man. And y'all are so simple-minded that y'all don't question anything. Y'all don't question, I wonder why everybody fell in that monogamy. Let's reverse engineer. How did this come about? Oh, it is so easy to reverse engineer a system. And when you get to the root, you realize monogamy has nothing to do with love, integrity. It has everything to do with controlling the womb of a woman. Come on. Think. And how many people do stuff like that? Come on. We all have some type of trauma that causes us to behave in a certain way. And if we're lucky enough to do the work, we can reverse engineer, see the root and try to fix it. That's life. But y'all are so perfect and self-righteous. But let me just say this. So the women out there, you think you're better because you're sexless and undertouched and letting men get all of the freedom and you sit around. You think you're better, huh? You think you're self-righteous. No, you're just stupid and weak. Let's move on.
And I think that whole process with Og really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
well, you know, I definitely understand.
And I love Will for that. He was joking, but I love Will for that. I'm so passionate about this subject, y'all. I'm gonna go off. Share this motherfucking video to all who you can because it's just real shit. Nobody can make me not respect Will because so many men would have ran fucking scared when this came. But he knew the truth and didn't let the perception of being a cuckold, being weak, being a punk, being a bitch, make him turn on his wife to divorce her. And how many women have done that, what he said? Kobe Bryant wife. We can go down the list of all these wives, Cardi B, standing by their man. It is so rare that women get that level of unconditional love and support, especially on the public platform. Women never really get it because men are trained to be weak and base their manhood off what somebody else does with their body, as if that comes from any type of wisdom. Men never do this for us. Generally speaking, they don't. And it is so painful and hurtful that more women are not experiencing this level of unconditional love, which I do in my book, All Three in Me. All these men love me and knew about each other, and I was able to get that for a second. So all of the women hating Will for sticking by her, you're really hating because your ass got dumped when you made the little mistake You always getting dumped for that. I don't feel like I've ever truly experienced this level because this is on a public platform. It's one thing to, you can cheat on your man and, nobody know about it. But I have yet to experience this, to have a man on a public platform standing by me. And if you read the books, you'd understand. That's why when Will has said you done took some shit for me, that's why he's not leaving her. I don't know what the future holds, but as of now, he ain't left her. They ain't leaving each other. And nobody can make me hate Will for that. And I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Jada and all women deserve this level of grace, understanding, and love. But you will never let yourself experience it because religion and monogamous culture and patriarchy, which is all the same thing, got your head all fucked up. Let's keep watching.
Why it would look that way or feel that way. But I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity. And I was really able to do some really deep healing. And as I came through and started to realize certain things about you and I, he decided to break all communication with me, which was totally understandable. And I let that be and hadn't talked to him since. So it is a little weird that all this stuff is coming out now since this was
because for me, this was years ago, right? So the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about.
Will already was aware. I don't know what else to say. He was aware
about it, but
it happened so long ago.
And our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, therapizing through it. I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah. When I say it's been a huge healing on my life.
They worked through it, but y'all don't like that. Y'all want to see women left and punished for getting their needs met. So what would have made y'all happy is Will, them separating amicably, Will having anybody he wanted, and Jada just healing with meditation and candles and a little chamomile tea. That's what y'all want that to look like. No, y'all, that's what y'all think it needs to be. Y'all think women need to just have one partner and men can do whatever they want. That's what y'all want. That's what will make y'all a lot more comfortable. And I say, fuck you if you think like that. No, let me find compassion. I say, do research. Try not to be angry. But this pisses me off. This just triggers so much for me. But anyway, let's keep watching.
And just what I had to confront and discover, about myself. The ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, Og and I haven't talked in so long, you know what I mean? So I don't know, this all seemed very strange, but I'm grateful for the journey that you and I have had together. Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods and a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over. And, the one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
We came together young.
Didn't I just get done telling y'all motherfuckers that if you read the books, they say it's never been secrets? I'm so confused. I would like to ask Jada, what about this interview gave that she was the adulterous wife? If there never been, y'all just refuse to be, y'all just refuse to believe it. No, she has to be the cheater. No. I know he just said they was never secrets, but it was a secret. She still cheated. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? He knew, he supported, she knew, they supported. This is actually what being in a relationship with your best friend looks like. And this is the only type of relationship that I want. If I had to say a couple goals, it's always going to be Will and Jada. But y'all are too stupid and simple-minded to see that this is the type of shit that goes down in a 20, 30, 40, 50-year marriage. And that this is what it looks like. I commend them. I love this couple. Ooh! I'm trying to hold myself together.
Young, and we were both broken in our own ways. and to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah.
That makes me want to cry. That always got me, man. That always got me when they said that. That right there is what everybody truly wants, but y'all vilify it when you see it. This is the best representation of unconditional love I've ever seen. I don't know whether or not they're going to be married forever or whatever, but this is beautiful what Will and Jada have. I don't want to be left because I have a need met that you can't meet, and I go and get it done. That is not grounds for leaving somebody. Because if that's why you're going to leave somebody, then don't get with nobody, because that's always going to come up. Monogamy is not natural at all. It doesn't work. And you can get your needs met without cheating or lying or sneaking if you have a partner like this. This is the only type of bond I will have. I would rather be single before I marry someone who doesn't operate like these two.
The idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like.
And I wish, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and I, we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah. There's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff.
Oh, I love that. My heart has always longed for that shit. Truly has always longed for that. Truly.
I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first. And then
you're gonna get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that.
That's her nice way of saying, nigga, you done had plenty of bitches. You got me back. And let me say, I'm pretty sure him supporting her getting an easement wasn't easy, but he did it because y'all men love to put the hardest shit on the weaker sex. So we need to find a way to be cool with you, getting your needs met, yada, 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 forgive you, blah, 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 but you don't want to do the same work. You're a bitch and I don't respect you. That's just the bottom line. You're not going to put all the hard work of the shit on me and then say you the leader. No, you're a bitch and I'm going to treat you as such. And I don't date bitches. So, that's why I don't date niggas like that. If you ain't willing to do the same shit for me that I'm willing to do for you on any and all levels, kiss my ass. Okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
But and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married.
What'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is going to happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah. I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That got a tear welled up in my eyes there. I did. That got me. I don't think I'm a boohoo or nothing. I definitely got a little misty on that last part. So few women experience that. It is always men getting forgiven for the worst shit. You got a history of gang banging, killing people. You R. Kelly. You know you didn't got your 15th strike in the penitentiary, and it's always some woman willing to love you publicly, out in the open, proud, talking about it. But women rarely get that in society. Rarely get that kind of shit. I mean, oh my God. We could just look at how many women are lined up to visit you fucking delinquent ass, low life ass felons in jail. Stupid ass niggas, just stupid idiots who ain't worth shit getting visited in jail. How many women, men by the busload is going to visit? That's just a prime example right there of the difference. You know, and so going back to what Jada said in the beginning, and I don't really get why she said it, but I think because people heard another man and they didn't listen, they went deaf after that. She let the narrative ride that she cheated and that Will was the victim, even though that was such clear English. It was so clear that nothing was sneaking and shit. I'm so confused on what the fuck y'all talking about. But let me explain. The narrative that Jada is the bad guy and she snuck and cheated behind Will's back with August makes Will look better than supporting her getting her needs met because he was doing the same thing. That's better for y'all. Y'all would prefer, and that goes along with society, y'all always prefer lying, cheating, betrayal than you do authenticity, which is why you don't like polyamory and you're more comfortable with cheating. Which is why if somebody says they're cheating, you're cool. But somebody say that everybody knows about it, this is the same energy. So that's what she meant. She allowed herself to look like she was the cheater to the public and let that narrative ride, even though she said in plain English that, I don't know how many different ways they said it, that she didn't cheat. That makes Will look better in the public eye than saying he was cool with it, okay with it. Because one says he allows her autonomy. One is an autonomous woman with the support of a man. Y'all don't like that. Y'all would rather the woman be crucified than to see her as worthy of getting support from a man, getting her needs met, and him being okay with it. Even if getting to that okay place took time, it still ended up there. That is better for y'all. Because y'all just can't accept freedom-based love. Y'all can't accept true unconditional love. Y'all can't accept anything outside of monogamous culture, even though y'all don't practice monogamy. But monogamous culture encompasses cheating and lying. And that's the only thing y'all can recognize. So I got what she said. It made him look better. She snuck and did it. She snuck. He wasn't cool with that. She snuck behind his back. Evil. She bad. She's wrong. That's better than to say, they had an agreement and she exercised her ability to go get her needs met and get some dick, just like Will did. Y'all are more comfortable with the other one. And we need to look at that. Now, I've been venting this whole time, but let me try to level with y'all with some critical thinking questions. I thank all of y'all, all millions of y'all for reaching the end of this video. Can you do me a favor and really ask yourself why you have such an issue with women getting their needs met? That goes for women and men. Why does that irk your soul so much? Why? Why does it piss you off and make you feel so bad? If you heard that interview and all you got was that she got some other dick and ignored all context, why did you do that? Why do you feel like even though you can't list 10 couples or 5 couples or 3 couples who you know for a fact have not cheated or been cheated on and been together for a long time happily, why don't you question the genesis of monogamous culture? Why do you refuse to see that it doesn't work, will never work, and it's not really it's a horrible thing for society? Why do you not want a love like that? Like, why do you not want, oh my God, when he said to love you through everything and he kept that promise, that shit, why is that not the goal of everybody? Why do you think you're not worthy of it? Why do you cling to social norms that fucking suck? Why are you afraid of doing a deep dive in critical thinking? Why do you struggle to find empathy for the woman when she's hurting and she need get her needs met? Why are you in denial of the fact that touch and kiss and dick and orgasm and feeling safe with a man that's not your husband can help you? Why do you feel better? Would you feel better if she was sitting there like Tiny and with T.I. hollering about how she ain't never cheated and he cheated? Why are you more comfortable with that than you are with her getting her needs met as well? Why do you care so much about what other people think? Why do you dehumanize women the way you do? We know why, but why do you continue to do it? If you are above the age of 25, why hasn't your critical thinking and courage kicked in a little bit more? If you're 25 and below, I give you that. Why are we still lacking empathy and denying human shit when she says she wants to just feel good and wants to feel joy? Why haven't you read the fucking book and you got all of your opinions? You ain't got to read it. Go to Audible. I listen to both of them on Audible. Get my book, and it's to help you better understand women like Jada. I love you, Will. I love you, Jada. Stay together forever because you are brilliant. I'm off my soapbox. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Peace out.